back, all three of us this time. And so we were talking about running before, and like majority of the time we were talking about like how it didn't help with muscles and not muscle, but how it didn't help with increasing muscle size, like running. But we're gonna talk about the importance of conditioning as well. So majority of athletes you see, they do some type of running. Like there's no way you can just lift and then come game day, you ready to sprint and stop and change direction, you know what I'm saying? So conditioning is a bigger part of training than you may think. And so we were kind of going to give a brief overview of why conditioning is important. So if you want to take the lead on why you think conditioning is important.
My take on conditioning is you want to condition your muscles so you're able to have that endurance and the stamina in a muscle. If you don't really condition your muscles, you won't have that stamina to get the reps that you need to keep their form whenever you play sports. To be able to, in the fourth quarter when everybody's tired, can you keep pushing and keep their form and, you know, don't get sloppy with your work to keep that quality and that efficiency in your movements. So, you know, getting that good blood flow to the muscle because blood carry oxygen. And, you know, you want to oxidize your full body. So conditioning is key. You don't want to overdo it, but, you know, whatever you're training for, you want to work in within those parameters to get them training adaptations. So,
yeah. And applying that to life, you know, you want to be able to perform activities of daily living. If you don't have the endurance to go from the grocery store and run all the errands that you got to do, you know, it's going to hurt your quality of life. So conditioning first and foremost is going to lead to, you know, better quality of life and allow you to do the things that you really want to do.
True. Because I'm pretty sure y'all seen people in the gym, they try to pump out 100 push-ups or 25 push-ups at once. Once they get to those last 10, it's half or bench is not going down all the way. Like, that's part of condition. You know what I'm saying? Or like majority of the times when people get hurt, it's after they've already been worn out, tired. You know what I'm saying? You rarely see people get hurt at the beginning of the game if they're warmed up. It's usually because they aren't able to sustain like those repeated efforts at the same, like with the same appropriate amount of form. You know what I'm saying? So they get hurt.
Can I add? I'm gonna add this in. Also, conditioning is gonna help with that aesthetic look. You can tell if somebody's conditioned versus somebody who's not. Somebody who's conditioned, they're probably gonna be more lean. They're gonna be more cut because if you're conditioning, you burning more overall like calories, fat, and yeah, you're just gonna look aesthetically better because you are conditioned to do whatever you're trying to do.
So what exercises? I'm gonna start with you. What exercises you think is cool for conditioning?
So I like to actually incorporate my conditioning into my resistance training. The way I do that is I limit my rest breaks. So let's say I'm doing a bench press and I'm doing 3 sets of 10. I'm limiting the time in between sets to no more than a minute because that puts stress on your systems. And the more you stress your systems, the better that your body's going to get in handling the adversity that you throw at it. So let's say, you know, I'm a beginner and I try to do that, I'm going to be out of breath for a while, right? But a month from now, if I keep that up, it's not going to be as difficult as it was when I first started.
So you're going to cut that rest time down.
Exactly.
So you don't start off running a mile just trying to hit 8 minutes every time. You try to lower it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're working out, you resting for a minute, drop it to 55, then 50. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's trying to say be irrational and only rest 15 seconds, but you know what I'm saying, cut a little bit at a time. So what do you do, like conditioning work that you do?
Well, personally, I like to call it low intensity dynamic conditioning days. Like 1 or 2 days, I like to add those in my workout plan, like just dynamic movement, different variations, and strictly body weight, no weights. It's strictly, you know, body weight movement.
And that helps out with recovery too.
Yeah, it does. Because of the, you know, clean blood come from the heart. It has it's just fresh blood, has all the nutrients that's gonna help with their recovery.
Oxygenated blood, yeah.
Yep, it's gonna clean out all the debris and all the junk that just get built up in the muscle over time. So once you flushing that out, you know, that's gonna help promote, you basically kickstarting a recovery process.
Sore.
Right. So that's what I like to do, just dynamic movements.
Helps clear up that lactic acid buildup. That's why you feel sore. And so conditioning helps your body get rid of that through your lymphatic system, and eventually you sweat it out or you pee it out. But it helps get rid of all that metabolic waste that builds up from resistance training and breaking down those muscle fibers.
So with that being said, we know, and I'm guilty of it too, especially when I was younger, training in the same plane. Mm-hmm. So when I mean same plane, I mean strictly benching in the forward motion, forward lunges, sprints, strictly straight line, you know what I'm saying, overhead press.
Definitely.
So what I'm saying is, explain the importance of doing like movements laterally, like lateral lunges, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't, not pro hop, but like hopping, like lateral hops to left to the right, you know what I'm saying, building up that the medial parts of your muscles. Explain the importance of lateral raises, you know what I'm saying, transverse lunges. Explain the importance of getting out of the same
So
point.
your body was made to move in different planes of motion. You know, we don't always just walk straight forward and straight backward. We can move to the side. We can twist at the hips. And so training in all different planes of motion helps your body be resilient to whatever demands you place upon it. Also helps you be strong in different positions. For example, if you're running and all of a sudden you're going downhill and you gotta make some quick turns and shifts, and you don't train in different planes of motion,
Injury.
It could lead to injury. And for example, you were injured playing basketball, right?
Right.
And you know, it helps prevent injury in the long term, and it makes your body more resilient. I know you can speak to that.
Yeah, so just training a different plane of motion, you never know what life is going to throw at you. God forbid, like anything, bad happen, but if you get into any altercation, you never know where that stimulus is going to come from, left, right, up, down,
That's right.
in front, and behind. So you have to
be ready.
You got to be prepared for, to take
Get
on.
your ass out the way.
If you blindside, how fast can you move in this different plane of motion to move here and, get that and get your balance back and be able to, if you have to pick somebody up or sling something or anything, if it's
You gotta be prepared for life.
if it's coming diagonal, you can rotate diagonal, twist, or anything. So you gotta be prepared for those curveballs that life throws. God forbid that anything crazy
real.
happen, but it's
For real.
facts. Straight up, you never know.
And more importantly, it
For
works
real.
different muscle groups. Muscle groups that you probably don't even think about working. For example, if you're doing something in the side plane, if you're doing like side squats or side lunges, you're going to be working on the hip musculature that you probably don't work on a lot of the time in your training. And so when you can build up those other supporting muscles,
It supports your prime movers.
Exactly, it
You know what I'm
supports your prime movers, and again, it's going to lead to better results. It's going to lead to less injury, if no injury at all. So
Just want to be
there's
well
really no
rounded.
reason not to there's really no reason not to train
Out of
in
the
all
same
different
plane.
kinds.
Why not train all to your full potential? If you know you can move in this direction with full range of motion, why not, training it, wherever that plane is, work to your full potential. No limitations. Like, if you can do it, you might as well train for it.
That's how
Boom.
athletes train. If you want to look athletic, you got to train like an athlete, and that's the way to do it. So.
Indeed.
Maximize your own potential. My main thing was the injury, but I didn't even think about like the altercations. Like, yeah, you could be in a bar, you know what I'm saying? You could be in a classroom.
But whatever life throws at you,
Let's just say you see a raccoon or a skunk in your backyard. You're not gonna be able to just turn around and run. Like, that requires like core strength, like, you know what I'm saying, that you get from like a Russian twist.
you gotta
Turning around.
you gotta be mobile in the knee.
Yeah, like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be that guy when you get old, like, you can't move because you never trained to your fullest potential, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, when you train different planes or when you doing different stuff, I know for females especially, it's people that are out there looking all weird and shit. So, I don't know what dudes get from this, staring at women in the gym, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never really got it.
Talking about creeps.
Yeah, like, creeps, like, the staring at the gym for dudes. Since it's just guys at the table right now, we're just gonna give it for why guys should do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you see somebody squatting, especially, or running, I don't know what makes y'all think it's cool to just watch. So, y'all tell me some stories y'all heard, like, about that. Like,
Well,
no names, don't drop no
I ain't
names.
gonna say no names, but somebody did get banned from the gym for being a creep. Just being foolish. He got
Banned.
for for being a creep, man. I can understand you working out. You can look around, you get your eye candy, whatever, but use it as motivation, and you do your thing, get your sets in, because they probably looking at you too, like, oh, he look good. So now y'all just motivating each other in this good energy, and you just want to build on it, help others be better just by doing what you do, working hard, and getting that work in.
Don't escalate that shit. I feel like people want to escalate that shit.
When I go to the gym, I'm going for a workout. I'm not trying to, have social hour. I'm not trying to stare at everybody around me. I'm focused on my business and what I came in to do. And I feel like if you're looking at other people and staring at other people, not only are you not training your own stuff and your own goals, but you're also just giving people bad vibes. I mean,
straight up.
Yes, people want to be recognized, but when you staring like that, like, you just give off the
women.
wrong.
What women? All right, girls want to get looked at. Like, it's hard to me to think that a girl just want to go to the gym again.
And I'm not saying you can acknowledge, but like,
nod your head.
It's levels to it.
There's levels to it, exactly, and once you go past that certain level, and it comes quick. Like, I'm talking like 2 seconds. Anything more than that,
like following. You know what I'm saying? Like, always following somebody in the gym.
Following,
working out right next to somebody. Like, people know what the fuck you doing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let's say there's 5 treadmills open and she's on the second one in, and you have to, you decide to go to the one right next to her.
Or you doing ad work on the ground right by her.
I mean, people want their personal space. I do too. I want my personal space. If somebody comes up next to me and starts working out, and like I'm clearly like using that area, I'm gonna be like, you got the whole gym and you decided to come right next to me to work out, like, so
keep your space, man.
Just respect people's bubble and respect, their privacy and treat other people how you want to be treated. I'm sure
that was your mom or your girl.
Yeah, exactly.
You want some dude doing that shit? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Hell no. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You got some people out there that don't understand. So for the people who don't understand this, watching in, tuning in, hey, just learn your lessons and dial it back some, because you might make people feel uncomfortable and you don't even know it, but just dial it back and do your thing in the gym, get your work in, strive to be great, and
to sum it up, if you're going to the gym to people watch, you're not going to the gym for the right reasons.
Shut up, it's not the club. Damn sure not an art gallery, so I don't know what y'all staring at, you know what I'm saying, but go for the right reasons. I talk about this. I mean, now I'm back on it more. We back on it more with the videos of why you should be going to the gym and to be staring at other people. I never ever said that, or anybody would.
And I guarantee you, every gym has the people that either go for social hour
or go to look.
Exactly. And it's all about to them, like, okay, I went to the gym, even if they didn't do much. To them, they went to the gym, so that was a success for them. You know what I mean? Instead of actually getting the work done.
We've seen it.
So if you're gonna walk the walk, you also got to talk the talk.
Yeah, for real. Not a fashion show.
For real. That's gonna be another video. What you wear to the gym doesn't matter, but I'm gonna say that for
you
another.
You can show off at the beach and at the pool, but not at the gym. We're not there for that.
Yeah. So just watch out for it. So we gave y'all some keys. Conditioning, why that's important. Training in different planes. If you don't know what different planes means, it means training, not just going straight forward and back. It means training to the left, to the right, circular motions. You know what I'm saying? That way your body's prepared to adjust to all types of stimulus. So Terrel gave a real primal response of probably our ancestors were thinking about. Yeah. When you think about anything that happens, somebody can break into your house. Somebody might throw a punch at you. You want to be able to move as fluidly as you can. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about that. We talked about creeps in the gym. Stay away. You know what I'm saying? Get a different reason to go to the gym. Like, go to your computer and look at girls online. You know what I'm saying? If it gets to that point, you don't gotta go to the gym and get banned and shit. And then now you got a criminal record. You know what I'm saying? Like, just slow down. Get a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So we out. My homeboy Parker here, about to put his IG on the screen, in the bio. My boy Terrel. We out, man.
Peace.